Ladies and gentlemen, honorable educator, I respect the audiences. In this case, I begin my argument with Marilyn Monroe quotes that she says, I believe that everything happens for a reason. People change so that you appreciate them when they are right. This is in line with our motion today. This house will give social service and skill training for gambling offenders rather than imprisonment. If you think clearly, not all people that in prison is bad, especially gambling offenders. Like we all know, people can change, people learn from their mistake, people can improve. And Dimas Arya Firmansyah, as a speaker here, stand with the proposition team. Our condition today is a law often push the perpetrator in prison and not let them learn from their mistake. Are that effective? Of course, the answer is not. The opposition might say that service and skills training, it will not deter them. But that is like argument. If we look their background, gambling offenders at the beginning think that they can make a profit in their game. That is because for do their daily needs, for their family, for their basic things, and the other important needs. If the opposition just take an argument easily without looking their background at first, it will be make more bad impact. I found irrelevant proof here that with implication when the judges undergo only imprisonment for punishment gambling offenders. First, the gambling offenders will repeat their fault because of what? Because of when in prison. They don't learn any lessons. They just waste time without doing anything. The second, the impact after leaving prison. When they are leave, they cannot do anything because they have been restricted. Can they work? Of course, the answer is not. Can they continue making money? Of course, the answer is not. And those facts because they don't get service and skill training while they're in punishment. I found the fact here that when a woman that named Mary Jane Veloso arrested in Indonesia for drug trafficking in 2010. For 15 years, while waiting her decision, she's doing a lot of things such as sewing skills, making batik, learn a language, and serve in place of worships like church. Another example, in Surakarta prison, perpetrator get a training for basic life skills. They can learn about communication that effective and learn about how important if people collaborate with each other. If we look and analyze those skills, learning and training, if we implement in gambling offenders, it will be more effective. They can learn about finance, how they manage them correctly. They can learn from mistakes that happened before, so they don't do it their mistake again. The honorable educator, let me present to you action that can be taken in this case. The first, rehabilitation over punishment. Gambling is addiction based crime, not a fault that came from badness crime. The effect is gambling offenders get a change to improve themselves, not only get a punishment. The second, positive externalities. Skill training can get a productive worker. Why is effective? Because they can make money when they get out of the punishment. Because of those reasons, I'm Dimas Arya Firmansyah as the second speaker from SMA Negeri Bojonegoro. Based fact and effective action that we present, we're proud to say this argument and stand for the proposition team. This house would give social service and skill training for gambling offenders rather than imprisonment. Thank you.